Hello everybody and welcome back to Hearthstone Arena. I'm Ken. Let's jump right back in to our warrior deck. It's been going well so far. Got a decent balance here. Not the smoothest curve, but it worked out okay for us the first two games. Let's jump into the third. As I said last episode, I haven't played a ton of warrior really ever in Hearthstone, and especially not since I kind of got back into playing recently. So this is an experience and it's an experiment. I want to give a warrior more of a chance. So far I've been enjoying it, but that's good, I guess. Just have a drink of water as we go in to this game against Sota. Sauter.
Victory or death.
That's a really nice kind of synergy of introductions. I could just hold the Hungry Dragon. I'm kind of tempted. I think that's okay. I think that's actually okay. The light shall bring victory. Victory or death. Ha 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 ha. Oof. Oh, the Chow. Oh, the Chow. Why are you so good, Zombie Chow? It trades with... Look at this. It just straight trades with my 2-drop. And there's nothing I could do about it. I'm a sad puppet. Now, what's the play here, I guess? Gilblin Stalker. We'll take 5 if we do that. We could play the Slam. Maybe we should do that. We lose out on the card draw, but we don't want this priest to overrun us with cards.
The damned stand ready.
Okay. Now this is interesting because the cultist being out, obviously rather a big threat. This guy gives +3 health, right? So
What now?
we play the Brewmaster. He can trade them both in and kill it. But even with 5 health, this thing would die, so he'd have to heal it and hit if he was insistent on it not dying. I mean, that keeps this dude alive, I guess. Yeah, interesting that he pulled 2 of these. Shrinkmeister. I think it's an interesting card. Certainly. Okay. Okay. What's our ploy here? Play the Mad Bomber. It trades nicely with both of these. This isn't ideal. We've had lots and lots of 2-drops, but not a great deal to do with those 2-drops. I guess we could have used the Taskmaster there. That would have been a safer option. Kill this fellow. You could count that in the misplay book if you want. That wouldn't be unreasonable. But okay. I'm feeling average about this game. I don't feel too bad. We're sticking in there. Priest got lots of fancy cards, but you know, maybe these are the fancier cards in the deck. Who knows if there's anything more to come afterwards. Okay. Drop the hungry dragon.
Do I have to?
Oof.
Back to work.
Okay. Be interesting to see what happens here. Could trade both into the dragon. I think that would be a fairly safe play. Leave it as a 3-3. Hey, you know, I always like to speculate on what my opponent might do, even though I don't have access to their hand. So obviously, I think it's always interesting, even on your turn, to say what would I do with no hand? What can I do with what's on the board right now? And then kind of work from there and say, okay, well I do have this hand. What can I do with that in mind? Because maybe you'll spot some fun tricks that you can do just with what's on the board. And you don't have to necessarily use your entire hand to do it. Right, this person, Sauter, making some decisions here. Decides to maximize the value. Okay. Okay, interesting. Bonk.
I hear you got a problem.
I feel okay about leaving a 0-4 on the board. As much as anything, because if it attacks, we can get rid of it and it will stop buffing other things. So I'm not sure that's the play I would have gone for with him. You know, you've got to make use of that death rattle. And by not doing that, I feel like he kind of left himself at a disadvantage somewhat. Okay, the freeze. The freeze and like start playing aggressive. I kind of like that. We could have traded in there with the hungry dragon, dragon on dragon action. Decided against it. Gonna push hard. Force Sauter to come up with the plays. We're getting close to 10 mana. Of course, 10 mana is the big daddy. It's where mind control could come in. We haven't got anything drastic to mind control, but even a mind control on a frost elemental could swing the game. So you certainly have to be cautious, I think. Okay. We're going to keep the aggression up.
Drink with me, friend.
I'm going to heal it. Give him another minion. Because I'm so generous like that. Ooh, the Dust Devil Dream. That's a risk. It's a risk, but he has to deal with my board. So hopefully, I guess you could have some real synergy with Hungry Dragon and something like Mind Control Tech. Obviously, it's going to be a 1-cost minion, but that's all right. You know, you live and learn. See, trading in. Oof. It's a good Holy Nova. Did he attack with his berserker? I don't think so. Okay. See, now we're in a tough spot. I don't know about that Hungry Dragon play. That was... It might have left us in a worse place.
Behold the might of storm.
I could go either way with that. Okay. That's a good ploy. 9-2. Scary. Real scary. I was gonna say, it's not got Wind Fury. Not gonna attack with his dude. Man. This is tough. We've got ourselves in a bad spot here, I think. That's what you get for being too aggressive at the wrong time. Or, you know, you don't necessarily know what you're going to come up against. I was scared of mind control. I was playing around that. Put us in an awkward spot, but that's fine. Think you've got us, Sota? Think you can stop us? You wait till you see what I bring out next turn. Interesting that he's not attacking with this fella. Which I think would be perfectly valid. Honestly, I'm not sure there's anything in our deck that's going to keep us alive here. Which is concerning.
Well played.
Well played.
There we go. So, there's a lesson there in trading versus going for face. It's tough though, because I think minion quality, theirs was still higher. And I think they probably would have taken the match anyway. Just simply because even if we traded in and cleared the board out, the stuff we were drawing just now to put out was kind of weaker. And the stuff that they were putting out was big, powerful, you know, Stormwind Champ. And then... whatever that lasted was the Archmage.
Garrosh versus Valera.
There's a ton of potency there.
Victory or death.
We've got a 2-3-4, but the 2-3-4 is not. It's not what something we can actually use. This is a kind of a better 2-3-4 branch feel. Oh, sorry, or a better curve, because we have a minion on 2 and something else on 4, rather than the other way around. The slam would have been useless turn 2, unless they played something, which means they'd have to play something turn 1, which is, you know, not uncommon for a warrior, for a rogue rather. Get the coin combo out. This is our town, scrub. Yeah, beat it. No, no scrub. Well, good, I guess. Little spider. Doing spider stuff. I like this with the Taskmaster. This is you know, we could use it to trade in here. 3-drop coming in. Oh, is it going to be the yeah, the SI7? Nasty. Real nasty. Okay. Want to use the execute here? Not really. I think we play the Taskmaster and we trade these little dudes in. Maintain our board control. One ones are okay. But against a rogue, they're really fodder for the knife. Which is also the name of my new death metal album. Solid card. Let's get our death spite value rolling. Get the train rolling. Bam. Gotta love death spite. Especially with 2 executes in hand. You know, if a couple of creatures come out here. I mean, whatever, we're not going to see. In all likelihood, we're probably not going to see something off the death spite that's big and scary. But if a hungry dragon came out, for example, maybe we could hit face with the death spite and execute. Rather than losing our entire board here into the dragon.
So many options.
That's an impossible name to say. Apso. Oxpa backwards. Which is actually at least pronounceable. Pronounceable's a word, right? I'm going to say pronounceable's a word. I think pronounceable's a word. We're going with it. No combo. Oh, okay. Okay. It's not really what I would expect a actual person to do, but sure. Going for face. Sometimes you've got to go for face, you know, I guess. Who knows what this rogue's doing? Who knows what they have in hand? Presumably like they're looking to fan of knives or something. And that's why they wanted to get it down to 1, or they're going to shiv. Seems a bit excessive to do that. You know, if either you combo, maybe they really didn't want to waste 1 attack, but then hitting me in the face with it is probably more of a waste than using it on a 1 health minion.
Ready, sir.
Okay. How about we attack face, brewmaster it back, play it again, deathbite, or deathbite then play it again. I like that a lot.
No problem. Your turn to bleed. I'll put it on your tab.
There we go. That's kind of the warrior combo stuff I was talking about. Doing fun, and it is quite enjoyable to work that stuff out, but I'm a slow thinker at the best of times. So to give myself a deck that really needs a lot of option contemplating, I'm terrible at just making a decision and going with it. And once you've made the decision in Warrior, you end up doing a lot of things that take a lot of time, especially if you're dealing with frothing berserkers and whirlwinds and such. And the clock's ticking down and you panic and then you miss stuff and it's just not pleasant. Okay, we can Wolf Rider this guy. We can drop a Senjin to deal with basically everything else. Maybe I'll inner rage the 2-1 as well. So now his minions can break down this. But that still leaves lethal on the board. That's my logic. Hopefully it's good logic. I think it's decent logic at least. Still got these 2 executes. Warriors, I think, do tend to have cards that kind of sit in the hand for a long time, and that's fine, but they're a bit wasted. You know, Execute's always a live card. You know, you can always make something of it. But a lot of the time it does just sit there for quite a while not doing anything. Top deck wars. We've got more health. And we've got executes, which are probably quite handy in this situation. But it's top deck wars still. Gonna clear the board, surely. No? Wow, okay. Going aggro. I guess I can appreciate that.
Challenge accepted. Don't mess with us.
Man. Okay. This is tough. This is tough. We're in a difficult situation. This rogue's got more cards in hand. I wonder if they have another assassinate or something that they're kind of sitting on, thinking, oh, I can't play this on this board stuff.
Sneaky. Shush. Quiet.
And clear our side of the board. Sensible. Again, Ogre Ninja, like, well, the ogres in general. Ogres don't miss when there's nothing on the board. Play this. Maybe it'll get assassinated. Who knows? Hopefully it won't. In which case it holds off the assault really rather nicely. I would have been tempted as the rogue to use this fella to hit face. That's a huge risk. Oh, is he double deadly poison?
This is our time.
No?
Scrub.
Yeah, beat it.
Okay. Okay.
I hear you got a problem.
Okay, so if we were hit with everything, that's 14. I think we heal up. I think we kill the Yeti. I think we hit face. That's fine. And we hope that this rogue doesn't get anything too good. I wanted to hit face so that our Ravenholt assassin was within lethal. Oh, oh, oh. Okay.
May my ancestors.
That's perhaps the best result for them. Wow. You're gonna waste all your minions. Oh, I guess that you can't hit it with your face. Of course, you can't hit it with your face. That was sensible. Right, top deck wars. That's a good card to get. The combo. The +1/+1. Oh. Oh yes. What a nice time to pull that card. The Dragon Kintorstra. I love the art on this card. I really like it. I don't know why, it's just something about it. Oh, the sap. Oh. Why are you gonna do this to me?
Well played.
It's a good play. That was well played as in well drawn, I guess. Okay, but we're not. The sorcerer would have died to. I think we use the Reaper. That's a great card. Oh, I don't have the mana. That's okay, that's fine. I don't expect a 10 damage burst here. I wouldn't change that retrospectively. Knowing I couldn't armor up, I would still have played the creature. I would still have played the Reaper. We've won the game. Well played, Apksoho. Thanks for the great game. Thanks for the fun times. We got a few more. I loaded up. I had no quest. I loaded up. You know, closed the game after we played the first two. Came back an hour or two later. And apparently I now have 3 quests. So, fantastic. Let's run it again. We'll run one more. I think we've got good ample time. Haven't got ample water, but that's fine. We'll get by. Are you enjoying this run? I'm really enjoying this. I'm enjoying kind of getting back into the warrior. Or getting into the warrior, really. I've almost never played warrior. Other than as a kind of very initial experiment when I was trying out all the classes. And that's really, you know, outside of a few arena runs, the last time I played warrior.
You asked for it.
Victory or death!
I love weapons. I like the things about the warrior. It's the decision making. I think that's really what put me off, is being fearful of having to make decisions quickly in a class where you often have 4 or 5 valid options in terms of, do I slam execute, do I whirlwind execute, do I death's bite, play that, build up for the execute next turn with the whirlwind.
Well played.
Damn it. I pushed the wrong one. I'm sorry.
Greetings.
That's what I meant to say. I wasn't taunting you, Nikita. Inventor of the manual propulsion rocket launcher. It's probably not the right description for it. But the one that can be directed, steered by the user remotely. Also a spy for it. There was a female spy show of some kind, or spy show with a female lead that I believe was called Nikita. I didn't watch it, but if you did, you know, let me know if it was any good. Okay, we got options here. Lots of options. We could get our faithful dragonkin, but I think we will hold on to that until see if we get a cheeky buff. We don't need to play this out too. Let's just stick on the curve. We might be better off with no 5-drop. Maybe we'll want to use the coin, bring out the Sunwalker. Maybe we'll Wolf Rider and armor up. See how the situation fits, but I think we're in a good position. We have lots of options for the next few turns, which I like. Love having options. Oh, the Wolf Rider is so tempting here. Actually, the Slam is also quite tempting. Play it slow, lots in hand. Mage is often very reactive, often a lot of spells, particularly in arena. So we don't want to overfill the board with cool stuff. Okay. Is it worth coining to armor up? I don't think so. It's not worth coining to armor up on turn 1. So I don't think it's worth it on turn 5. I don't think it's really ever worth it unless you're really like in getting towards top deck wars and you know you're not going to have a good use for the mana. Okay, 5 damage. Or we can Wolf Rider that. We could play the Sunwalker and stall. If we Wolf Rider, that synergizes well with the Flesh-Eating Ghoul. I think that's a decent play. Get this nice and buffed into a 5-3. It still dies to Frostbolt, but of course it does. You know, you take what's there. You make the plays that you can make. You have to consider what the opponent can do, but oftentimes, and especially in Arena, you just go for it. That's kind of great. Nikita very scared apparently, not taking any risks on the Flame Strike. Okay, so I think we want to play stuff that will survive another Flame Strike. Now the decision here: do we play the Hungry Dragon? I think we maybe play the Hungry Dragon.
Someone call for the doctor.
And there's a good use. There's a much better use for our coin. I think felt much better about using it there. This 2-1 is not a huge issue, I don't think. Now watch it win the game. The Force tank max. Okay. Temptation here is to use Revenge to pop the shield. In fact, the temptation is to use the Frost Elemental. To hold off for a turn. I've been greedy before. Revenge also deals with that. Play the Revenge. Play Death's Bite. No messing around. We go in here, we go hard. The School of Warrior Nox. We don't mess about. Garrosh takes it. He takes his axe and he whacks that Force tank. Just hits that tank with his axe. Because he's a real sturdy, hardy warrior. No messing around from Garrosh. The Arcane Golem. Oh, interesting. Played it maybe slightly earlier than his average. Really combo in there. Okay, no mech. Hey, we've got a minion with 3 or less attack. Do I want to use that? I think the easy first play is to hit this and kind of go from there. The question is, I don't want to play Sunwalker into a 1-1 because it just gets wasted. 3, 7, and then we armor up. Really just to make sure we don't leave anything on board. Could be Flame Striked here, but that would be okay really with what we have in hand. And I think it beats... I think it would have, you know, we could have seen Flame Strike and a ping from the Fire Blast anyway. So I don't feel too badly about going down to 4. Okay. 7 attack is dangerous. Oof. Hello. Hello there. Ooh, the execute. The execute.
Limitless power.
Limitless power. You know how much power that is? It's quite a lot of power.
For the Wilson!
I'm not going to rush this. You know, I feel like in this case it's not so much being greedy so much as I want to wait one turn and see what comes out. And I guess the risk here is that we get ping, we get the flame strike. Okay, that's fine.
They are bent to my command.
Oh, lovely.
Back to work.
I'm going to presume, and I always say when I say this, it happens, I'm going to presume there's no mind control tech.
No problem.
I feel like every time I say I'm going to presume there's no mind control tech, that there is immediately a mind control tech. Even with no cards in hand, they'll top deck it. But I'm gonna...
Did someone say bomb?
Hello. Hello. Oh. 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 Ah. Oh. Oh. Why would you kill that?
Slippery.
Didn't hit anything. Hit him once. That's it. Thankfully didn't hit this. Okay. So, what are our options? We can do 9 to face. It's okay. Not ideal. I think we should clear out some of this board and play the Ravenholt Assassin.
No problem.
Especially with ping around. Can't attack this, so we might as well go to face. We've got a potential finisher on the board. He can obviously clear the sorcerer here, which is not great for us, but our Ravenholt Assassin could carry us to victory. Everybody, that's real smart. Everybody get in here.
Get in here.
The Wild Pyromancer. Actually, this is a good play, right? Because
Like to play with fire.
a hit in the face. If he trades both of these into the assassin, the Pyromancer still kills him. Or her. I guess Nikita is quite plausibly a female name. Who knows? Oh! Oh! Why the pulls? Why these? In fact, I wouldn't have done the ping there. I probably would have... I suppose it doesn't make a blind bit of difference. Okay. The odds of hitting 3 to the face are so low.
What now?
And there's going to be so many people getting in here. I can't do it. Because it's a 25% chance we hit the face once. We have to do it with 3 of our shots. That's so unlikely. I can't do it. If there was one Grim Patron on the board, I might have been tempted. But even then, we hit the Grim Patron once, and our chances become even less. Interesting that they've gone for spreading out the 2 damages. We're going to kind of keep the damage down as much as possible. That Grim Patron is such a good pull. Such a good pull. And then the Flame Strike. Wow.
Everyone, get in here.
Everyone get out of here. You've done nothing but cause trouble. We're going to take 9. This is it. We've got 1 turn to pull something. We used our revenge, sadly. That would be great here. 3 damage to every. Wait for them to hit us this turn, and then 3 damage to everything next turn.
Get in here!
Oh, oh, majestic. Man, sometimes you just run into it. Sometimes you just run into it. I'm a sad boy. I should have gone with the Madder Bomber. I should have just gone with the Heart of the Cards.
Everyone, get in here! Everyone, get in here!
Ha! Ha ha! You can't make any more.
Everyone, get in here! Everyone, get in here! Everyone, get in here!
Okay. Well played, Nikita. Well played. We were so close. Really, I think we should have had that. Oh. Oh. That pull on the Grim Patron at the end. And then the Flame Strike just to catch it. Man. That's Arena. I think that's the way it goes sometimes. You just catch something at the wrong time. You know, we had stuff in our deck that's potential. Okay. For a second I was hoping he'd use all his attacks. And we'd left with a 1-1 that could maybe do something. But no. What did we have there that would have helped? That would have done the damage to face. The Wolf Rider was gone, the Death Bite was gone. We could have pulled the Arcanite Reaper. That was in there. We could have pulled the Corkron Elite. That was in there. We could have pulled the Reckless Rocketeer. That was in there. But sadly none of those came to pass. And that's the way it goes. That's Hearthstone. You live by the RNG. You die by the RNG. In that game, we died by the RNG. But that's how it goes. Again, that's fine. I don't mind that. I hope you don't mind that. If you saw a play there that could have changed the game, do let me know. Because I'm always happy to learn. Again, still learning Warrior. But it's been a good time. We're going to try and pull this out. We got one more chance. I think this deck can do better than 3 wins. I've been Ken. If you've enjoyed the video, be sure to like it, drop me a comment, subscribe to the channel for more Hearthstone and other gameplays, and I will catch you next time. Cheers!